Mr. Chairman, members of the faculty and members of the student body of Chapman College, ladies and gentlemen. I need not pause to say how very delighted I am to be here this evening and to be a part of your lecture series. And I certainly want to express my personal appreciation to the committee for inviting me. I always consider it a most rewarding experience to have the opportunity of discussing with college students and interested citizens all across our nation one of the vital issues of our day. And I do count it a real privilege to be here with you tonight. I would like to talk with you about the whole question of progress in the area of race relations and the struggle for racial justice. And along with this, I would like to discuss the role of nonviolent resistance, the whole philosophy of nonviolence as a part of this struggle for racial justice. There are three basic attitudes that can be taken toward the whole question of progress in the area of race relations. The first attitude that can be taken is that of extreme optimism. The extreme optimist in the area of race relations would contend that we have made tremendous strides in the struggle for racial justice. He would point proudly to the progress that has been made in the area of civil rights over the last few decades. From this, he would conclude that the problem is just about solved now, and that we can sit down comfortably by the wayside and wait on the coming of the inevitable. The second position that can be taken is that of extreme pessimism. The extreme pessimist in the area of race relations would contend that we have made only minor strides. He would argue that the deep rumblings of discontent from the South, the presence of federal troops in Little Rock, Arkansas, the resurgence of the Ku Klux Klan, and the birth of white citizens' councils are all indicative of the fact that we are going forward. We are going backwards instead of forward. And that we are creating many more problems than we are solving. And from this, the extreme pessimist would conclude that there can be no real progress in the area of race relations. Now, it is interesting to notice that the extreme optimist and the extreme pessimist agree on at least one point. They both feel that we must sit down and do nothing in the area of race relations. The extreme optimist says do nothing because integration is inevitable. The extreme pessimist says do nothing because integration is impossible. But there is a third position that can be taken, namely the realistic position. The realist in the area of race relations seeks to combine the truths of two opposites while avoiding the extremes of both. And so he would agree with the optimist that we have come a long, long way. But he would seek to balance this by agreeing with the pessimist that we have a long, long way to go.